Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. I think we're going to have an exciting video for you. We have a new project. It is called a Yamaha Terrapro. We took this in on trade. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it yet. The guy said it ran, and he said it stalled. His friend took it out while he was at work. It stalled, and they hauled it back to the barn and left it. And they just left it there to die, I guess. So we picked it up. An interesting thing about these Terrapros, they were only made for 2 years. I'm just going to kind of move the camera around, let you guys soak it all in. They were a farm workhorse style machine. They actually have a PTO down here in the back. Probably won't be able to see it right now with the lighting not being that great. But under this cover right here, there's actually a PTO. They made several different neat attachments. They had, I believe, a rototiller, snow blower, a brush hog, a finish mower. There's just some of your, typical attachments for that type of stuff. And it's really kind of neat. They have, up here, they have a speedometer. Let me see if I can get a good view here. And then they have like the temp, this is temp gauge, parking brake, neutral, PTO light, and reverse. Now when we got this, they wired it. And what they did, the best I can tell, is they went ahead and this thing's got a lot of safety switches on it, I've noticed. They bypassed everything. They wired it up to a toggle switch up here that ran the starter, so they could just get it started and ride the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to get these racks off, get the plastics off. We're going to get all the plastics off of this thing, and we're going to see if we can figure out this wiring, get it to turn over, maybe get it to fire up. Hopefully we can get it turning over and starting. But we got to get these plastics out of the way before we can even get to the wiring. And I will tell you right now, wiring is not my best. It's not my specialty. I'm not an electrician. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm not an electrician. But I'm hoping that I can just sort it out one wire at a time. So bear with me a little bit, bear with me. So let's get started. Matter of fact, this plastic right here I have had off, and there's a lot of screws missing in this thing too, by the way. I do believe that the people I got it from have had it all apart at one point when they were trying to figure out the wiring themselves. So it really seems to me that there's a lot of screws and stuff missing, but we're going to go ahead and get this rack off, and we'll get this front end apart, and we're just going to start chasing. We're going to start chasing the wires, just chasing them down, figuring out what goes where, what should be where, what isn't where, and all that good stuff. So hang on, we're going to get this thing tore down. All right, I got all the bolts out, I believe. I shut you guys off for a minute because nothing too exciting was happening, but I did break a few of them, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm hoping now I should be ready, provided I can slide past these shifter cables right here, or these, if I can get past these shifter things without having to take them off, which I just don't know if I can. Looks like we can. It's just going to be real tight, and it's not going to like it. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Trouble is we're hitting our handlebars too, so man, oh man, somehow we got it to come forward here. Oh boy. Okay, got one side. They don't make it easy, I'll tell you. Gotta get past these handlebars first. That's the trick. Not the try not to, I don't want to break the plastics. Ooh, there goes that cable. That's why our e-brake didn't work. Or our front brake, rather. That's okay. It didn't work anyway, guys. No one, just everybody calm down. It didn't work. Now we got some headlights. I'm going to have to detach those. Got some headlight wiring holding us up just a little bit. Not a big deal. Should just unplug. I think they're supposed to unplug right here. They don't make it easy. So let me see if I can get it figured out here. Just relax. Give me a second. I'll show you. There we go. All right. Let me just bring you guys in here so you guys can calm down. Grab a flashlight. I can show you what I was dealing with. Well, that's not working out so well, but it was this wire right here anyway. Has this little rubber grommet on it. That's what was holding me up. The rubber grommet actually acts as the holding connector also. Just wraps right around this piece. You can see, got this edge there. And that's what it hooks on. That's how it hooks on there. So we got one more of those, and we can get these plastics all the way out of our way. So that'll be good, I think. Get this other one to come off. It should be easier this time since I kind of have an idea how to do it now. There we go. Okay. Good news, guys. Can now get this out of our way and see what we're dealing with. I did have to leave one mud flap on there. Had to leave this mud flap on, and I unhooked it from the plastic. This thing's got a sensor for everything. Got relays, stuff. This is it even has a sensor here for pulling the clutch in to get it to start. And our front brake cable, which is froze up anyway. Down here somewhere there should be some actual starter wires, because they have it rigged up to these, which we are going to try not to do. We are going to actually try to find the real starter wires, which I'm betting are these. Right here would be my guess. So that's probably what was the real starter. And it's supposed to sit right there in the plastic. So that's got to be it. Those were the wires we're looking for. That's the wires they should have been using instead of bypassing the whole electrical system. Because we would like to have our headlights to work, and I'd like to get the PTO to work, see if it works, you know. So we're going to, next I think we'll get these back plastics off. The back rack off, get that out of the way, and then I guess we'll start chasing wires down, or maybe I don't know if we should just put a battery in it and we could do some volt testing, if you will. Maybe see if we got any juice coming up to here when the battery's in there, or the jump box. I don't know if we should jump these wires together. I don't know. I really don't know. Only one way to try it though, and you know if a wire's wired wrong, it will get hot. And that'll tell you. It'll get hot, and then if it gets hot, you know it's wired wrong. So we could try that route too. I'm not sure what we're going to do. But I'm going to go ahead and get the back rack out of the way. I'm going to get the back plastics off. That way we can open everything up and find all these different sensors and stuff. So hang out. I'll bring you guys back when that stuff's apart, and I'll give you a walk around and show you what we're dealing with. Okay guys, I'm back. It's actually the next day. A couple things have happened. We did a little testing on this thing. We figured out a little bit of the wiring. We connect these two together. It actually gives us power. We got a brake light. We got these lights working. I'm going to show you guys all this in a second. I'm pretty excited right now because when we did that, we hooked it to the jump box. We had a little trouble. We tried the battery, but we don't have the right stuff to bolt it down, so we jumped over to the jump box, and we actually had it turning over. The starter sounds a little, it was sounding a little off, but then it did sound a little better, so we may have to tear the starter apart, but we're just trying to see if we can't get it to fire up, you know, just maybe to fire up. So that's what we're hoping, and that's what we're going to try next. All right, we're ready to give this thing a try, guys. So hold on to your hats. All right, want to give us the juice up there? You going to hold it?
I was going to, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we got power. Should we try no choke?
There's some gas. Oh, you can't. Need a hand?
Thought I heard a sputter for a second there, guys.
Yep,
Our jump box is not going to last too long. Let's try it one more time.
It's about to. Or what was that?
All right, sounds a little funny.
Sounds like it's slapping.
I don't know if that was the starter or the motor. Maybe try no gas. Oh,
Grinding.
and there's our starter acting up again. I think what we're going to do, guys, that starter, I think it's not turning over fast enough, first of all. Could be partly our jump box, but our jump box is showing 12 volts, which should wing this sucker over real quick. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull that starter out. We're going to give it a good look, see what it looks like. Worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, we can get a starter on the old interweb for 33 bucks, I think. So maybe we'll go that route. If not, we also have an old lawnmower motor out back that has a starter in it. We may pull that out and just see if we can bebop the two together and make one good one. So that's where we're at. We're going to stop here for tonight probably, and we will tune you guys back in tomorrow for the exciting conclusion. And with the magic of the internet, you guys won't have to wait like we do. So stay tuned, stay with us. Well, this is getting exciting. I don't know about you, but I think so. Okay, guys, we found the starter. I'll tell you what, it took me a little while to find the starter because there is not a video on the interweb anywhere to find the starter, but it's right here. This is the location. And I did finally find it. There's two bolts, one right here. And it might be tough for you guys to see, but hopefully you can see it. And I'm hoping that bolt didn't just break. Don't think it did. Nope, it didn't. One thing, they don't give you a lot of room. They don't give you a lot of room to get in here. And there's another bolt that's even up higher. I don't know how I'm going to get it yet. And I don't know if you can see it with the camera or not, but may have to take this cover off over here to get to it. I'm not sure. But we do need to replace the belt that's in there anyway. Oh, that's a good bolt there. All right, now there's another one. I think it's right there. I can't even see. Just going by feel. Feels like it's right there to me. Which means I'm going to have to find a wrench. Alright guys, I got the starter out. I took it apart and this thing is toast. Now, let me get a light and I can try and show you guys why I'm saying it's toasted. Hopefully, I don't know if this, my light situation right now is not the best, but if you look in there, you can see the one plate is busted and it's not even in the right position. They're supposed to be all equally spaced out. Maybe you can see that way, but the one's stuck together. So I'm going to call this a success in the fact that we know it wasn't probably turning over fast enough to even start because the starter was junk. So we're going to order a starter on Amazon for $33, as we talked about earlier. We will check that lawnmower starter tomorrow and see if it's the same or close enough we could build a starter, because I don't want to have to wait. I can't seem to leave this four-wheeler alone. So either way, when you see us again, we will have either a built starter that we made ourselves, and if we do, I'll do a little video on that. If we can't, if the other one just seems totally different and it's not going to be something that's even possible, we're going to order one and we'll see you guys when we have one. So hopefully it won't take too long, because I'd like to get this video out so you guys can check it out. Blazer. Blazer wanted to be in our video for a minute. Guys, we're back at Octane. Well, you know where you're at. Got some exciting thing. It's been a couple days since we started on this thing, and we got some parts. So Amazon showed up. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I've got my Detroit Lions hat on. Hopefully I don't lose any subscribers, because I wanted them to go to the Super Bowl, because we are in Michigan. So I was disappointed, but I was excited they went as far as they did. Enough about that. I'm going to get this box out and show you what we got. Got a new starter. Got some Amazon excitement. Just opening it right now. I'll tell you, for $35, got us a brand new starter. Pretty exciting. Excited about that. Show you what it came with. Came with, of course. Oh, let me get it open. Okay. Looks like it's heavy, and it looks pretty good quality to me from what I can tell. We'll see. We'll find out. Got the spot to hook the battery cable up. Also, we've got keys. No more hot wiring it. So we're going to start by getting this thing plugged in. Gotta like that. And it also came with a new, whatever this is, coil. Battery cables go there. One goes there, one goes to the starter. Ours is still working, so we're going to wait on this. Keep it as a backup. Nice thing about this ignition, too, is it just plugs right in. So, nice, you know. I think that's a good thing. And bring you guys here. We're going to start with this ignition. Hopefully this plug is the right plug. It's right here. These are the wires. Looks to be the same colors. So I believe it's going to be the same. So we're going to get that plugged in. We're going to get the starter bolted on. We're going to see if this thing will fire up. Alright, first thing we're going to do, get this ignition plugged in. It plugs in right here. It's kind of weird. Let me see if I can get this out of our way. There we go. This little rubber seal thing's what holds them. From what I could figure out on these plugs, they're kind of different. Hopefully you guys can see. There we go, we got it. Whew. See, it goes around that ring and it seals in this, which acts as the clip. There's nothing you have to press or anything, which is a little different from what I'm used to. Which way does it plug in? Because it looks like you could, oh no, they have a little notch there. So you can only do it one way. Smart, Yamaha. See, we can't plug it in wrong. So that's good, because if we could plug it in wrong, I probably would. There's a 50-50 shot for me to do something wrong. I'll usually do it wrong. So this just turns on and off. Got ourselves a nice key now. We'll put that up, you know, once we get the plastics on. So for now, we'll just let it hang. Next order of business is to get the starter on. Let's put this baby on. So it should be pretty easy. Some of these bolts are going to be tricky to get to. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see much of this, so we'll record it for now, but we may cut it out and just zoom back when it's on. So let's start to get the starter in. Get it? Should be easy. It's just 2 bolts. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't even said that. Sounded funnier in my head. I'll be honest. This thing is going to be a tricky one to get in here because I'll tell you, it was not easy to get out. I mean, it was somewhat easy, but not easy in a way. That didn't really make a lot of sense. I can't even see what I'm doing, guys. Oh, we got movement. Oh, it's in. All right. And did it line up? Oh my gosh. Rule of thumb, get them both started before you tighten one. Why, you ask? Because if you don't, the next one probably won't start. I've been down that road. This is not my first rodeo. Can't see. I'm going by feel. I'm doing this blindfold. I might as well be blindfolded right now because I cannot see what I'm doing at all. Okay, guys, we're almost there. I'm putting the battery cable on now, making sure it's good and tight. We don't want any fires or explosions, but I don't want to over tighten either. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna leave it at that. Get this little rubber boot on there. We are ready to hook some power to this thing and see what happens. So, easy enough. Get the jump box. I'm gonna set her here. You guys excited? I'm excited. I want to see. I don't know if our key is on or off up there. We're gonna find out in a second here though. So we're just gonna use the jump box on the count of the battery bolt is missing 1 bolt. So hopefully that'll stay there like that. We can turn this on. Oh, and our key is on. So let's see if our key works. You can see here the lights are on, guys. So our key is on. Look at this. Switch the key.
Are we neutral?
It says we are. So we turn it over. See if she'll turn over. Oh, yeah. Oh, sounded a little iffy right there, didn't it? Okay, something sounds a little off to me. I'm hoping it's not something off in the motor. I think we're gonna hold it there for a minute. We are turning over a little bit slow with this jump box. We're gonna check for spark. No spark, no fire, no nothing. So I think we'll stop there for a minute because Carter has soccer practice, so he's got to roll on out of here. And I'm going to look a few things over because that sounded a little rough. And I don't hear it trying to start. It's not even giving a little bit of fire. It's just rint, 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 and I don't want to burn the starter up. And it could be that we're not getting enough. It's not turning over fast enough, maybe. Now, when I hit the gas, it made that funny noise. Ooh. The minute I hit the gas, it made some weird noises.
Sounds like the piston slapping.
Does not sound good. All right, well, we are going to shut the key off, do a little more investigation, and see what we can figure out. And I'll let you know what we check into. It doesn't sound very good though. So, all right, guys, it's the next day. Our jumper box is all charged up. We just tried and it fired right up. I was going to show you guys. I was excited, and I got home from work, so I wanted to hurry up and try it. And I didn't have a camera rolling. So we got the camera rolling now. We're going to show you how easily it fires up. It's idling high. That's the only thing, but I just thought I'd show you guys. So it is idling a little high. It makes a funny noise when it shuts down too. I do know we don't have a fan belt over here. It's got this air-cooled motor, but it also has this belt that runs a fan that keeps it cool, which is pretty interesting. We're gonna have to make some carburetor adjustments. So I think we're gonna end this video for here. This is gonna be a more than one part video, obviously. But we appreciate you watching. The next video, we'll go ahead and take care of some of this wiring. If you want to see the next video, hopefully we'll be able to take this for a ride is what I'm hoping. We're not going to do it this video because we got to get that carb adjusted. But again, thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Helps us know that we should keep making these videos. And I think this thing's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be really interesting just to see where we can take it. So thanks for watching, everybody.